everyone, and welcome back to another Storytime video. Today, I am going to talk about the unofficial book club that I briefly mentioned last Storytime video that I said that I was going to talk about, but then I talked about went into detail about why I retell some stories. Of course, this is not a retelling, as I have never told this story. And I can say that with 100% certainty. Now, this was back in 4th grade for me, and this was back at that private Christian school that I think I've mentioned as a private Christian school. I know I've at least talked about the fact that we had a science fair project that we had to do every year that when I left, I was so glad I didn't have to do ever again. I didn't hate those, but it was kind of a chore to get those done every year. And that those counted so much towards your science grade. It was unbelievable. But yes, so this was back then, and this was right before we had a bit of an exodus of my classmates leaving. I might talk about that in another Storytime video, but for right now, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to worry about the unofficial book club. Now, in 4th grade, we all took a liking to the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series. And I remember we would read about them and then kind of discuss them at some parts in the class or during lunch. I mean, it was an unofficial, unorganized book club where we wouldn't go, hey, have you guys read chapters X to X, like chapters 1 through 3 or something like that? We never talked about that. We were all like, hey, did you read this one part that we found funny? It was kind of like that. And as last year, I really got reminded about this because I reread the Diary of a Wimpy Kid book series, and I even read the ones that I did not read as a kid and had not read yet, and I even read the one that came out in December because my sister got me the newest book for Christmas. And I think I finished that one in, like, a day? 2 days? Something like that? But yeah, so I see the Diary of a Wimpy Kid book series in a much different light now than I did as a kid. As a kid, I didn't realize that Greg Heffley is a narcissist. I did not realize that as a kid, but I read that last year. I was like, oh my god, I did not realize this. But yeah, it didn't ruin the book series for me, but it's definitely different as an adult than as a kid. Now, typically that'll happen, of course, but it doesn't ruin the fact that those Diary of a Wimpy Kid books were kind of a big part of my childhood for a few years. And so I'm very thankful that who wrote the uh, it slipped my mind. Now I don't remember who wrote the Diary of Wimpy Kid books. Like, it's on the tip of my tongue, and if I didn't have to remember it, I guarantee you I would be able to remember it. Jeff Kinney? Yes, Jeff Kinney. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I appreciate that Jeff Kinney wrote the Diary of Wimpy Kid books, and the fact that he made Pop Tropica. That was also part of my childhood, but this video is not about Pop Tropica. I really do hope that he continues to write the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books, because I surely do still enjoy them to this day. And so that unofficial book club really made me read as a kid, and it gave me memories and an appreciation for the Diary of a Wimpy Kid book series as a whole. It gave me memories of those two. Gave me terrific memories that I will really remember and cherish for the rest of my life. And I think at that at that point there were only a few books out, so we didn't have much to really discuss at any given point. But I really enjoyed it, and I think that that's one technique any parent can consider if their kids are struggling to read, is that you could maybe talk to some of your kids' friends' parents about that, about kind of like a book club where you make it fun like that, where you want to read the books so that you can talk about them. For me, I really wanted to be able to talk to my friends like that, because I kind of wanted to. I don't want to say fit in with them, because when I say fit in with them, I think of like fashion and the trends and all that stuff. They weren't really into that kind of stuff. What I mean is that, like I said, I wanted to have something to talk about with them. And so I didn't want to disappoint them, and I wanted to be able to engage with them, because I had some pretty cool friends back then, and I think one of them watches my videos. And if that's the case, then I think that that's really cool, and that I appreciate that. and a quick hello to that person. And see us, guys. I do believe that will do it for this storytime video and next storytime video. I will see you later. Goodbye, guys. Thank you all for watching.